Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a very easy recipe. It's going to be mango yogurt popsicles. It only takes 3 ingredients, so let's get started. Alright, this recipe is super easy. Like I said, it only takes 3 ingredients, and actually if you end up using a certain kind of yogurt, you only need 2. So what you will need for sure, it's going to be 2 mangoes. And then you can either get plain yogurt and add a little bit of maple syrup to make them a little bit sweeter. And if you don't want to do that, like me, I usually just use yogurt, like vanilla yogurt. It has a little bit of like sweetness to it, the vanilla bean, at least from the one that I like. So I will not be adding the maple syrup, but technically it's a 3 ingredient recipe, so it would be a cup of yogurt, 2 mangoes, and half a teaspoon of maple syrup if you want to add that little sweetness to it. But if you don't want to do that, then use vanilla yogurt. This is simple, and it already has a little bit of a sweeter taste to it, so that's all you need. So now you're gonna cut your mangoes and peel them off and get them ready, and you can either cut them or you can use a spoon to get all the fruit ready. And then you're going to add a cup of yogurt to the mangoes. I already pre-prepped this just because whenever I cut mango, it's really messy, and I am going to avoid that disaster on camera. But basically I'm gonna be using our Ninja blender. You can use any blender. I just thought this would be easier just because since it's such a small amount. My popsicle holders are quite small, and there are only 6 of them. I know some people have metal ones, and some other people have those the softer silicone ones. Unfortunately, these are the ones that we ended up getting, and we kept them, and I didn't want to return them. So either way, I'm going to be doing that. So now what you're going to do is going to get your mango. Remember, 2 mangoes, a cup of yogurt. If you're using plain yogurt, go ahead and add half a teaspoon of maple syrup. But if you don't want to do that, you don't want them to be too sweet, or if you just are using vanilla yogurt like I am, do a cup of yogurt and your mango. And now let's blend. Okay, now that you have your mixture all blended together, so your yogurt and your mango, and if you use maple syrup, your maple syrup, and you can feel it should be a little thick. And again, these are yogurt popsicles, so they are thicker than just like the water-based ones. So make sure that you rinse your molds, and what you're gonna do is, at least for mine, I cannot fill them all the way up, because once they freeze, they kind of just like expand. So I'm gonna fill mine up until about like right here, and then I'm gonna fill all 6 and then put them in the freezer. So let's get that going. And if there's any leftover, I'm probably just gonna have it as a little yogurt flavored with some granola. So it's thick. So let's see. Let's hope we don't make any messes. A little more. Perfect. Okay. So it's filled. And then we just do this to all 6 of them, or however many you have, but this recipe makes 6. And then I just have to clip it right. There you go. Thank you. All right, so here they are, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody who is watching this knows that these are not super sweet. It has a mild sweetness because of the mango and the vanilla yogurt, but they're not like super sweet. They have like that mild mango taste that's like yogurty. I personally just don't like very sweet things, so these are perfect for like my palate. If you do like things a little sweeter, I could recommend just adding again more maple syrup to just add like more sugary, more sweetness to it. But if you just enjoy just those mild like sweet flavors, but you want to taste more like yogurty mango, this recipe is perfect. So now I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator for about 3.5 to 4 hours, or until they're hardened, and yeah, so let's get them freezing. All right, so I think we're ready to take our popsicles out. And here they are, and I think they're pretty good to go. As I mentioned, remember not to fill them fully all the way up because they would expand, and they did. There's gonna be a little gap in between them, but it shouldn't be bad. So I'm gonna take one, I'm gonna pop the rest in the freezer again. And normally if you have like a silicone mold or like a metal mold, these are probably going to be easier to take out with those. With these plastic ones, sometimes you kind of have to like fidget a little with it. I'm going to put it under some water and try to take it out. Okay, so for these molds, like I mentioned, just like a few minutes just under like hot water, just like a little bit, not super hot, just to like get them out. And this is the way they look. I would definitely recommend using silicone molds or metal molds because it's easier, but these do the trick as well. They're just, you know, a little bit harder to take out, but yeah. So as I mentioned, this is they taste really good. They're just a lot more mild than like your typical popsicles that you would buy from the grocery store, at least for this recipe. If you want them to be, like I mentioned, more sweeter, go ahead and add agave, or you could add sugar to it. I personally just like them the way they are. I think they have that like hint of yogurt, vanilla, but then you could also taste the mango, so they're pretty good. I'm really excited how they came out. I think they look pretty cute. I think next time I'm gonna try making like a double flavor, but yeah, I'm excited. So definitely think you should try out this easy recipe if you have some extra fruit laying around, especially mangoes, but you can do it with any type of fruit. These are really great for hot days like today and excellent for the summer, and they only take 2 to 3 ingredients. So yeah, I hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.